Hey, what's up guys? This is the Black Mamba here, and this video is about Streets of Rage 4. I'm going to talk about a few tips, 14 tips to be precise. Streets of Rage 4 is one of the games that I've been waiting for a long time. Ever since the first time I played the previous installments way back in the 90s, I fell in love with this game. So these tips are tips that I learned by playing for the past few days, and also some of these tips were posted online, and I thought I'll put everything together and share it with you guys. At the end of this video, if you found any of these tips helpful, and if you really enjoyed this video, please go ahead and subscribe my channel. That being said, let's get right into it. So guys, my first tip. There will be times where you clear a room and you do it flawlessly and you have full health, but you're still staring down at a big turkey and a couple of apple pies, and your instinct might be just walk away. But just go ahead and eat anyway, because these health items, when your health is full, is going to add up to points which will reward you at the end of the stage, or it will lead you for an extra life with more points. You may also come across instances where as soon as you walk into a room or a screen, you see a turkey lying there. And your health is full, obviously, you just walked into the screen. But seeing a turkey there means that there is danger coming, there's a lot of enemies coming at you. So you have to make sure you clear the room and engage in the fight and eat the turkey at the right time when you're about to die, or once you clear the room totally. There's a neat way where you can handle a lot of crowd control in this game. This game is gonna throw a lot of enemies at you, and when you're out of position and when enemies swamp you, you don't know from where the attacks are coming from. Especially when an enemy gives the strongest attack, it's gonna send you flying across the screen. So the best way to recover from this is by hitting the jump button just before you land when you're hit from strong attack. Make sure you don't spam it. Hit it just before you land. The hand-drawn backgrounds in this game look amazing, but it also is very deceiving, because you might miss out what's interactable and what's not. For example, there are so many things that you can break in this game, so it doesn't cost you to just throw your hands around and start looking for things that you can break. For example, the car that crashes in stage 1, that can be broken as well. One of the major departures from the previous series of this game is that you can carry weapons to the next screen. In the previous versions, where you carry a weapon and when you go to the next screen, it disappeared. But in this game, you can carry it. These weapons can be very helpful against the baddies, so make sure to carry weapons from one screen to the other. You can throw weapons at enemies in this game, and if you time it right, it's going to rebound back to you and you can catch. The button to do this is just press forward and O on the PS4, and when it hits the enemy, it's going to rebound back to you. Hold the catch button again and you will have a boomerang effect with the weapon. The standard combos in this game are very straightforward. It's just about 2 to 3 inputs. But you can also improvise on a lot of combos of your choice. For example, you can just stagger 2 jabs, then pause, stagger a couple more, walk in for a grab, throw the enemy. That sounds like improvised combo. You can go berserk with different combinations in this game, and the more combos you do, the chances are that you will survive and you will excel at this game. Juggling is nothing new in fighting games, but it is new for Streets of Rage. The previous series didn't have any juggles in the game, but this one does. So make sure you learn how to juggle to extend your combos and make it look super swaggy. You may see a lot of puddles of acids, exploding barrels, gaping holes in stages. it's dangerous to walk through this because you're gonna end up losing your life. But you can also take this to your advantage. You can push enemies into these holes, you can make them run through these barrels, you can position yourself in front of acid piles where they will start walking through it, which will make it easier for you to finish the opponent off. Most of these enemies, especially bosses, start blinking before unleashing their strongest attack. So you make sure you keep away from these attacks to save your life, and every time an enemy blinks, just stay away from them. Fighting in this game is very straightforward, but that doesn't mean you go straight at your enemy to start fighting, because they might start attacking you before you start attacking them. So it's best to use the vertical space of the game to approach enemies and catch them off guard. You can use the vertical space to approach them and grab them to loop them off for a throw or start hitting them easier. So use the vertical space of the screen for your advantage. This game in certain stages has two types of enemies, and those two types of enemies fight each other as well. So for example, in stage number 2, you are in a police station and the cops start fighting the gangsters. That is an advantage for you, so let them fight and you can take the fight when they're done. Special moves in this game cost you a little bit of life, but use them freely. If you're good at it, once you use a special move, your health loses temporarily. But if you string a combo to follow up with that, it regains. So make sure you use your specials freely so that you extend your combos and you stay swaggy. Most of the time on boss battles, you might be on a roll, hitting them from all angles, but once the boss reaches a 50% health, they start to do attacks which are 3 times stronger than before. So it's best you back off at this time, be patient and attack when the right time comes. Alright guys, these are my 14 tips for Streets of Rage 4. I hope these tips helped you guys in some way, and if you guys think that there are any more tips that you could share it, please comment below. Thanks for watching.